Hard sports all plays. Hard sports all plays. Hard sports all plays. 365, we making a plays. We talking the game, get you to the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. Hitting the airways, taking the nation. Hard sport all plays, they working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. Hard sports all plays.
All right, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to Easy Money, a sports betting show, Monday, December 18th, 2023. I'm Chris Gonzalez, joined by Tony Gonzalez. How's it going?
Not too bad. Going pretty good. Always a good weekend when the Colts decided to show up and perform. I didn't think they was going to. They're there for a little bit. I didn't think they was going to perform. They got off to a bad start, but came back strong, and defense got some takeaways, and we had some unexpected heroes show up on the offensive side of the ball after some injuries. But they look pretty good. Next man up mentality, and it worked for this game. Hopefully we can get a win out of Atlanta next week.
Yeah, the way the game started looked like it was going to be a typical Colts and Pittsburgh game. Colts were going to fall apart. But played pretty well after that.
I'm hearing the receiver that got hurt is good. Now, what that means, I don't know. They still got to pass that protocol, but a lot of people think some people think he will. Think he will. So it'd be nice to have him back next week.
Yeah, I think he'll be back. I think playing on Saturday helps a little bit too because you get that extra day. But it was a nasty hit. It was a nasty hit, but
that guy got suspended the rest of the season.
Oh, they suspended the rest of the season?
Well, only 2 games. Two. Yeah, he got. Well, I guess because of his past. I don't know. I haven't seen previous hits and stuff, but they said because of the other penalties been called on him, they suspended him the rest of the year.
Yeah, I hadn't heard that yet, but
so he must have had a few of those calls, I would assume.
If you want, I understand giving them a flag because you're trying to take the hit out, but I'm not big on kicking them out of the game for it because, I mean, you're hitting a moving target a lot of the times. It's hard. Was he trying to hit him hard? Yes. Was he trying to hurt the guy? I don't think he was trying to hurt him on purpose, but you know what I mean. So to me, if you want to eject him for that game, that's one thing, but start suspending guys for 2-3 games over that. I think
I haven't heard the main reasoning, but I know I've seen on McAfee and they said he got suspended and he hadn't seen. I guess they said there's because of previous stuff too. So and like McAfee said, he hadn't, and I hadn't either. I haven't seen the other hits, so I can't comment on that. But it was a nasty hit. But I mean, like you said, hitting a moving target. How do you know where you're hitting them all the time? Trying to make a play.
Yeah.
But I was happy with the Colts. What do you think about Dallas? I mean, they got manhandled as easy going.
Yeah, and Buffalo's offense didn't even really have Well, they had a pretty
Running.
big day running the ball, but they didn't have a big day passing the ball.
No, not at all.
They look. I picked the Bills in that game. Um, Dallas just they're two different teams on the road and at home, and they're also usually two. For some reason, it seems like it's a trend. They're two different teams, whether they're playing a good team or a bad team.
Yep. Well,
I know the Bills didn't have as good a record as they usually have, but Bills are still a pretty good team.
Yeah.
And it seems like it's this time of year, and Dallas finds a way to kind of revert back to not being able to perform in big moments. And everybody was on the Dak Prescott MVP train, and did he even have over 100? Did he end up with over 100 yards?
I don't know. I think he got derailed pretty quick. I don't think he even had a touchdown. Yeah, I think he got derailed pretty. I think that MVP train for him got derailed.
I know he threw at least one interception because he threw one interception there toward the beginning of the fourth quarter. Because I remember, I think it was the beginning of the fourth quarter because I remember hearing that on the radio on the way home.
But Buffalo's been really inconsistent because they play pretty good against the good teams, and they've won some of those games and they've lost some of those games. But against some of the teams that you would think that they would definitely beat, Jets lost the quarterback and the Jets still beat them. There was a couple other games too that you thought for sure they'd win, and they've crapped the bed. So they've been really inconsistent. So, but
they're I think their offenses look better since they changed coordinators. They try to run the ball a little bit more now.
Yeah, they're trying to take the ball out of putting all the pressure on Allen, where Allen's got to do everything, and Cook's really performing great, so that helps. And what do you think about the Ravens?
They look pretty good.
They look good, and I'm not taking anything away from them, but the Jags kept shooting themselves in the foot. Jags had opportunity after opportunity to be in that game and be a really, really close game, maybe even win it, and they kept killing themselves.
Yeah, but the Ravens defense looked pretty good, and then their offense looked pretty good too. They didn't. Jacksonville didn't have an answer for Lamar to get him down. They couldn't get much pressure on him.
Nope.
Oh yeah, it's always nice to see IK3 at them events.
Yep.
All right, my picks over the weekend done okay. I think I ended up going 12-7. That was Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. On Friday, I went 1-2 in the NBA, 2-1 in NHL. Saturday, I was 1-1 in the NFL with one push, and I was 2-0 in college football on Saturday on the two bowl games I did give picks out for. Sunday NFL was 3-1. Only game I had wrong was the Falcons against the Panthers. And then UFC I was 3-2.
Okay.
So I put me at 12-7 for the picks over the weekend.
Yeah, I was 9-7. I went 2-4 on Friday. In NHL, I was 1-2, and I was 1-2 in NBA. NFL, I was 1-1, and I had a push also. UFC on Saturday, I went 4-0, so I did real good at my UFC. NFL, I crapped the bed again. I went 1-3. The only one that did good for me was the Rams. So I ended up 9-7.
9-7.
What'd you think of that UFC Saturday night?
Yeah, it's a pretty good card. I was a little disappointed in the way Covington fought. Not that I didn't care who won that fight. I just wanted to be. I thought it was going to be more competitive, be a better fight. Covington didn't come out aggressive. He had a couple moments where he looked decent, but he didn't come out like he usually fights. And then I thought the other fight, Pantoja and I think it's Royval or whatever his name was. If he'd have been aggressive like he was a lot toward the end of that fight could have been a lot more interesting. And then there's some pretty good fights on the prelims as well. So I thought it was a pretty good night of fights. I was just expecting a little bit more out of the main event than what it was.
I was too. You could tell he had a 2 year layoff. He wasn't aggressive, and for a guy to talk all the smack he did going in, you thought he would have been a lot more aggressive. So, and he just wasn't. And I thought the Edwards had a pretty good game plan.
Oh yeah, especially once that guy started being aggressive. Edwards knew he was going to have to do some wrestling and get him down because that guy started teeing off on him there on his feet.
Yep.
But a little bit too late. All right, tonight, Monday Night Football, Eagles at the Seahawks. Last I'd heard, it looked like Geno Smith was going to be out for the Seahawks. And last I'd heard, it was still game time on Jalen Hurts with the illness. Have you heard any different?
I haven't heard anything else. I didn't know Geno was going to be out. But, I mean, Locke played pretty good last game.
Yeah, from what I'd heard this morning, Locke, they were pretty sure it was Drew Lock was going to be playing, but they hadn't made it on Jalen Hurts. They hadn't made it. I'm trying to see if I see anything that says. It says Geno Smith considered long shot to play tonight. So, and I have not seen anything else on Jalen Hurts. Let's see what it says right here. Oh, maybe it'll say on this one. Let's see. According to, I don't know how accurate this tweet is, but it said that Jalen Hurts is going to try to play. I know Jalen Hurts traveled. He traveled to Seattle by himself. It sounds like he's going. So it sounds like there's a chance Jalen Hurts plays, and doesn't sound like there's a very good chance that Geno Smith plays in this game. From what I can find right now, I'm gonna go with the Eagles. I'm going with the Eagles at the -3.5.
It's 3.5 now. I had it at 3. I'm gonna go with Philadelphia at 3.5 too.
I think this could be a better game than what people think, just because Philadelphia hasn't been playing real well. But with Seattle not having with Seattle being banged up with some of their injuries, not having their quarterback, I'm gonna go with the Eagles at -3.5. Also, find it interesting the Eagles, they didn't fire their defensive coordinator, but they're having Patricia call plays,
Yes.
so they basically demoted their defensive coordinator.
He's still the defensive coordinator, but he don't get to call the play. So whatever.
So that'll be interesting to see what kind of difference that makes. I guess they think their defensive coordinator has been their problem on defense.
I guess I seen some talks on that earlier today, and they said they don't like the defensive coordinators. I don't know if attitude is the right word, but he's not fired up.
Yeah, like
he's not
energy.
Yeah, I don't know that his energy is what's going to make the players play on the field, but whatever. So I think they're just grasping at straws.
Right. They might come out tonight and look the best they have all season on defense. Who knows?
You never know.
I don't know how you tell a guy you're still the defensive coordinator, but you're not doing anything anymore. Just go stand over there in the corner.
Stand over, we'll pay
you. Excuse me. NBA tonight. First game I like, I'm going with you have the Houston Rockets at the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cavs are 4-point favorites at home, minus 174 on the money line. Rockets are plus 146 on the money line. Over-unders at 215. I'm going with the Cavs at the -4. Then you have the Minnesota Timberwolves on the road at the Miami Heat. Timberwolves are 2-point favorites on the road, minus 134 on the money line. The Heat are plus 114 on the money line. Over-under for this game is set at 217.5. I'm going to go with the Timberwolves at the -2. And then my last pick for the NBA, you have the New York Knicks on the road at the Los Angeles Lakers. Lakers are 4-point favorites at home, minus 174 on the money line. The Knicks are plus 146 on the money line. Over-unders at 234.5. I'm going with the Lakers at the -4 at home. So my NBA picks, Cavs -4, Timberwolves -2, and the Lakers at the -4. That's going to be my 3 NBA picks for tonight.
Okay, my NBA picks for tonight. I've got 4 picks. I've got Minnesota -2 at Miami. I got Memphis at OKC. I'll take OKC -9.5. I got Dallas at Denver. I'll take Denver -7. And I got Houston at Cleveland. I'll take Cleveland -4.
All right. And then NHL, I got 3 picks for tonight. I'm going Penguins at home on the money line against the Wild, the Stars at home on the money line against the Kraken, and the Panthers on the road on the money line at the Flames. That's going to be my 3 picks.
My NHL picks for tonight, I got Anaheim at Detroit Red Wings. I'll take the Red Wings money line. I'm going the opposite way. I'm going to Minnesota Wild money line at Pittsburgh. It's Penguins. And I got Seattle at Dallas. I'll take Dallas money line. So that's my picks for NHL for tonight.
All right, that's all the picks for tonight. I didn't know college basketball for today. I know there was one college football bowl game, but it started like at 2:00 or something.
There's a game. Old Dominion's up 21-0 right now. When I came in,
I was going to pick the other team, and then I saw it started at 2, so I didn't give that pick out. So it might end up working out good since Old Dominion's up. So yeah, I think that was the only game for today. There's a few games scattered out through the week, and then you get some of the bigger games over toward the weekend, toward Christmas. Was there anything else for today?
No, I think we're good to go. Oh yeah, one thing real quick. Well, I'm going to promote it, but it's on the same time as we are. But you can definitely go back and look at it. Kokomo Press is putting out their show, the Christmas show that was supposed to happen. I think it was supposed to happen Saturday night and go live. They had some technical problems, but they're going to be airing that tonight at 6, that Christmas special. So you can check our show out at 6:30 and then go back and watch that Christmas special by the Kokomo Press.
Yeah, Glenn, I saw Pacers play tonight. I end up staying away from that game. Is it the Clippers, if I remember correct?
I believe it is the Clippers. Yeah, that's where Glenn's going to be. He's going to be trying to root the Pacers on for a victory.
Clippers are 4-point favorite. I wanted to take the Pacers, but the way they've been playing the last few games, I couldn't take them tonight. I'll be rooting for them. Hope they win. Might watch a little bit of probably watch a little bit of it between that and the football game, depending on how good the football game is. Monday night, and there's Monday Night Raw on the night as well. So.
I think Raw's going to be really good tonight.
But yeah, so hopefully Pacers can pick up a big win tonight. Colts got a big win over the weekend, sitting in good shape in the playoffs. Still have a chance to win the division. They would have played terrible against Cincinnati and won that game. They'd be leading their division right now.
Yep.
But with the schedule they have left, and I think they have a good chance to make the playoffs. I think they have a good chance of maybe winning that division as well. So it could come down to that last game of the year against Texans.
It could. I think Jacksonville's still got a tough game or two. Everybody's got some tough games. I think the Colts don't have an easy game. I'm not saying that at all because we still got to play. Atlanta's about 500, I think, pretty close to it, around 7-7, something like that. And then, of course, we still got Texans, who's about the same as we are. And I can't remember the middle team. The Raiders. Raiders have been playing a lot better since they changed coaches.
Watch out for the Raiders. They put up 63 the other night.
Yeah. The Raiders been playing a lot better since they got a new coach, and that coach is coaching for his job somewhere, and maybe even with the Raiders. Right now, I think he might deserve a shot with the Raiders.
Raiders are a weird team. I mean, they're up and down too. I mean, the game before they didn't score no points. The next game they scored 63. So maybe hopefully they got all their scoring out of their way before they get to us.
I hope so.
Plus, I mean, I don't know. That Chargers team looks. I'm not saying the Raiders are a bad team, but that Chargers team made the Raiders look. I think a little bit better than what they are too. Because that Chargers team looked terrible the other night. T. Higgins had a big game yesterday in that Bengals win.
Well, Jacksonville don't have a super tough schedule, but they do play the Buccaneers at Tampa. Buccaneers are playing pretty good right now. They're playing for their playoffs life too. And then they play the Panthers, and then they play the Titans.
Hey, Panthers got a big win yesterday.
Yep, they did.
Bears were so close to getting that Hail Mary. What did that game?
Yep, they were.
Yeah, they were close. But yeah, so but check out the Kokomo Press. Their holiday special. They had some technical difficulties on Saturday, and the live didn't go off like planned, but they are airing it tonight. Join us tonight, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. I know we'll have a few guests on tonight, so join us for that. And then
we'll have Marcus Fine on us as usual, and who knows what Marcus is liable to say. So he's been on the roll lately. So
yeah, and then we'll have we got some a couple more wrestling shows coming up this weekend that will be. I don't think we'll be live, but we'll be recording and airing probably next week sometime, or we'll let everybody know when we're going to be airing them. But we'll be back tomorrow, right around 3:00 with another episode of Easy Money, a sports betting show. Hope everybody enjoys their Monday night, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.